Dear children, the forest is a renewable resources. No? So we get oxygen from the trees and also the rain also. We get rain from the trees also. Without the trees, we cannot rain yearly or season wisely. Okay children, forest ಕಾಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮಳೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾಡು ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ the uses of forest also the rain, rich oxygen, wood, food, medicinal plants, and also rubber, honey, honey, flowers. Okay, children. So you have to write some more examples in your textbook. And also, so nowadays we cut the trees. We cannot conserve the forest. Here some laws are there. The conservation of energy. So conservation of energy means protection of forest. From cutting down the trees and also the natural calamities. From the natural calamities. What are the natural calamities? It may be by fire. It may be fire catching by the twigs of the trees. So it catches fire and it burns the forest. So it is also one of the conservation of the forest. And also cutting down of tree from the human beings for the usage. It may be the building construction or it may be the furniture. So for that use, human beings also cut the forest. So the forest also helpful for the soil conservation. What is the soil conservation? You know soil erosion. The removal of top layer of the soil is called as soil conservation. Removal of the top layer where we live on the earth. No? So that is called as removal of the top layer is called as soil erosion. So it conserves the soil erosion. See children, the forest also helpful for the removal of top layer. So and then removal of top layer, it means soil erosion. So when we conserve the soil, so grow more forest, so it will be conserve the soil. Conserve means prevent the soil erosion from the boundary of the trees also. The next one is the forest is conserved by the necessary conditions. Necessary usage of conditions. It may be by the tree planting, so grown more trees, that is called as afforestation. Afforestation means growing of more trees is called as afforestation. Cutting of trees is called as deforestation. Growing of more trees, afforestation is also one of the conservation of forest. And also the products, proper usage of the forest products. So proper usage of ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಯೂಸೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ದ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ has made an amendment the laws in the year 1988. So the conservation of national forest policy. So for that the government was preserve the forest. For that they will introduce the bird and animal sanctuaries. So for example, you know the national park like Bannerghetta and Bandipura, it is under the government. It is under the government. They will preserve the forest and the law is under in 1988. So you know Ruksha Mate, who is called as Ruksha Mate, you know Salumarada Timmakka. So we are proud to have a daughter for the Karnataka. So we have proud like Ruksha Mate. She is called as Salumarada Timmakka. She is living near the Bangalore rural district. That is Hulikal. That is the village name is called as Hulikal. She is the lady Salumarada Timmakka. She will grow the trees. So for that the government awarded her like the Nadoja Award, Karnataka Rajyotsava Award, Indira Priyadarshini Vriksha Award, Vrikshamitra Award, Government of India. It may be from Government of India, and Parisara Ratna Award. So she get more awards. Why? ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು? So she will grow more trees so beside the roads of Hulikalu village. Thousands of trees are planted by Salimarada Timmakka. Okay children, nowadays the trees are grown very healthy. Okay children, thousands of plants are planted by Salimarada Timmakka. So for that Salimarada Timmakka, she gets so many awards. It is a proud to us also. So next the concept, the conservation of the forest. Animal conservation also comes under this forest. We conserve forest and also both the animals under the forest. This is the deep discussion about the solar energy, soil and the forest. Renewable resources means it available continuously on the earth. Solar energy, it get from the sun. So it is also available continuously when the continuous usage. ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ mineral product, and the forest is also continuous available. So this is the renewable resources, and then let us discuss about the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means it cannot be available continuously due to the continuous usage. Children, so for example petroleum, natural gas, coal. First we discuss about petroleum. Petroleum is a liquid fuel. It is a liquid fuel. So these non-renewable resources are get from the earth crust. See children, millions years ago, some plants, some animals are buried under the earth crust. Due to the high temperature, the plants and animals and other waste products are getting into the petroleum products. Okay children, the liquid fuels, the liquid things are considered as petroleum, and the solid one is considered as coal. Thousands, millions years ago, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇರಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಫುಲ್ಲು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೇರಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿ ಅದೇನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಬರ್ನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬರೀಡ್. ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತುಂಬ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ it will be buried, and then it will be divided into solid and liquid fuels. Animal bones and also the skins are burnt, no? So due to the storage of dead plants and animals for the millions years ago, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈ ಡೆಡ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅದರ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So for that condition it will be converted into some gaseous gas, liquid fuels and solid fuels. ಇದರ ಮೂರು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್, ಗೇಷಿಯಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು. ಆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸು, ಡೆಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸು, ಬೇರೆ ಡೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೀಕೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬರೀಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Petroleum products are, it is also known as a liquid fuel. So ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ 3 types, solid, liquid ಮತ್ತೆ gaseous fuel ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ millions years ago ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. So that's why these products we are called as non-renewable resources. We cannot be used continuously because it can made above the millions years ago. Is it right? So it will be made to take a long time. Okay children, petroleum products is also known as liquid fuel. Liquid fuels are, petrol, diesel, kerosene, wax. Petrol, diesel and wax, etc. So in kerosene ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಾ, kerosene, petrol, diesel, we are using the automobiles like bus, car, two-wheelers. Wax, candles are used ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, so wax also it will be get from the petroleum product. Kerosene, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಸೀಮೆಎಣ್ಣೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ. So we get these are the examples for petroleum, petrol, diesel, wax and also kerosene, etc. So it is a liquid fuel. It is formed by the dead organisms. Okay, so children. So now the usage of petrol and diesels are, it will be a continuous usage. It cannot be available in the future also. Is it right? ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ petrol na ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, it cannot be formed by only 1 or 2 years. It get long, so many long years. And next one is a natural gas. Natural gas also one of the product of the petroleum. Petroleum product liquid petroleum ಆಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ gaseous petroleum ಏನಾಯ್ತು LPG ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. LPG ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, that is called as liquid petroleum gas. Liquid petroleum gas and also biogas. So these are called as natural gases. LPG, liquid petroleum gas. So it will be used in the cooking purposes. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ liquid petroleum gas ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Liquid petroleum liquid ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ liquid petroleum ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. And also biogas is also one of the natural gas we get from the dead and decaying and also the animal waste, plants, we get biogas from that. So it is one of the process we get from the plants and dead and decaying matter. So it is a natural, it is also known as gobar gas. A biogas ಏನಂತೀವಿ gobar gas ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So it is a non-renewable resource. And the last one is the coal. It is a solid fuel. Solid fuel, millions years ago the remains of the plants and animals will be solid in the form. It will be get in the solid form. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು millions years ago ಈ petroleum products ಮತ್ತೆ cooking gases ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕುವಾಗಿತ್ತು ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Due to the temperature and also pressure it will be get solid. Temperature ಮತ್ತೆ pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿ animals ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, animal bones ಮತ್ತೆ waste products, plant tree waste products ಏನಾಯ್ತು pressure ಗೆ ಅದೇನಾಯ್ತು it will be solid in the form. Solid fuel ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So it is used in the electrical purposes. This is the main source of the energy and used in the electrical purposes. And also the coal is used in industries. The uses of coal is electric purpose and also it is used in industries. Okay children, page number 71. So write the examples of solid fuel, liquid fuel and gaseous fuels. So you have to they are given two columns, cooking gas and also diesel, petrol. What are the uses and also you have to write in that column. Okay children, so today's class is the renewable resources and the non-renewable resources. Renewable resources means for example solar energy, soil, forest. Solar energy get from the sun. Soil means it is the top layer of the soil. It is helpful for the plants and animals also. The removal of top layer of the soil is called as soil erosion. Forest is also one of the main renewable resources. It gives us food, fruits, medicinal plants, wood, rubber also. And also the rain is also one of the uses from the forest. So it gives the shelter to the wild animals and also some birds. It gives food for the wild animals and also shelter. So next one is non-renewable resources. So non-renewable resources are, so it will be formed under the earth crust. Millions years ago, the plants, the bones, the dead and decaying plants and animals are buried under the earth crust. Due to the temperature and pressure, it is divided into three types: the liquid, solid and the gaseous fuels. Here petroleum is a liquid fuel. Example: petrol, diesel, wax, kerosene. Whereas the natural gas is LPG, that is liquid petroleum gas and biogas. Next one is coal. Due to the temperature and pressure, some of the remaining temperature, some of the products of the dead and decaying matters, it will get solid. So that is called as coal. Coal is used in the electrical purposes and also it is used in the industries. Children, last non-renewable resources is mineral resources. So petroleum, natural gas, coal and the last mineral resources. Last non-renewable resources is mineral resources. Minerals means they are found in the earth. They are available in the earth as a result of the prolonged nature process. We are get the minerals, means it is formed in the earth and it will be get from the earth. We have to prolonged natural processes. Some processes extract process also done here. The minerals are formed in the earth. For example, aluminium, iron, gold, silver. Other minerals are get from the nature. These are aluminium, iron, gold, silver are the examples for the minerals. Where we use aluminium? Aluminium is used in the vessels. So for the cooking purpose, pressure cooker, it is made up of aluminium. Aluminium vessels, aluminium cooker, handles are made by plastic. Okay. Next one is iron. Iron is used for the building constructions. Okay, children. Next, gold and other silver are used for to making the jewels. And other some copper. The copper, it is a metal. It is used in the electrical wires for the uses of electricity. Electric wire open ಮಾಡಿ plastic cover ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ brown color one sheet ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಏನಿದೆ ನಾವು copper is used for the electrical purposes. Minerals, for example, minerals are aluminium, iron, gold, silver, copper, bronze, etc. So not only for the animals, plants also need minerals from the soil. For example, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. See, so these minerals are get from the soil. It is helpful for the plants. So minerals are formed in the earth. So in the earth, the plants also uses the minerals like potassium, phosphorus. Okay, children. So for the continuous usage, we need to conserve the non-renewable and renewable resources also. So renewable resources, for example, sunlight, use more solar energy when compared to the other electrical energy. Use solar energy for the daily usage, and also the home appliances also use solar energy to conserve non-renewable resources. So it will be conserve non-renewable resources, use less petroleum products and also the cooking gases and coal and some mineral resources also we have to conserve, and also use the usage of these minerals we have to avoid it. For the forest, we have the afforestation. Afforestation means growing of more plants in the forest. It is also gives more rain. It gives us water to the plants, and also it conserve the soil erosion also. So use less petroleum products. Daily vehicles and automobiles use petroleum products ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಆಟೋಮೊಬೈಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ನಾನ್ ರಿನ್ಯೂವಬಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್.